Hey guys, Beobachter Strategist here, and today we are playing The Lab. This is an old, horror map, so it might not work properly, so I might have to cut a few things out here, but it will actually work, at least for the most part. You'll be able to understand the story. It's mostly because I don't know how the teleports are going to work. Because from what I've seen, this thing is going to have a lot of teleporting because there's a different amount of sets you can do. And what I mean by sets is there's a different how would you put it? Basically there's a different environment, different hallways, different buildings. It teleports you between different locations. So I kind of have to assume that it's going to teleport me between the main location, and there we go. That's what I mean. It basically teleported me through the ground, which is not supposed to happen. Map creator, if you're watching this, you might want to fix that. Try aiming just a little above where you're trying to teleport, because that actually can help. Go one up in the y-axis, and that could actually help. Anyway, so far this seems like an interesting map. Also, I've been thinking about doing a analog horror series where it's similar to the Matchbox, but not the Matchbox. Basically, 7 players are trapped in a laboratory where they were the experiments. But each time they roam around, there's a chance that one of them will get marked and end up dead. Basically, they're the killer. And they have to figure out who among them is the killer. It's kind of like an Among Us horror thing, but it's not Among Us. And it'll be essentially just one video, but split among 3 separate videos. Each video will end after the meeting ends. And each time you play, and each time there's a meeting, that's one video. Each time meeting, you can close lag on. There we go. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing an analog horror series. I'm thinking about calling it the Divinity Project. Basically, this is a analog horror series where it follows a player's perspective. But yeah, each time there's a death, it will essentially causes suspicion, who was the last person that saw that person. But it would also be who was the last person to know that person, or the last person to talk to them. Which is interesting. Sorry, I have to scratch something underneath my mask. I thought that was a person real quick. So there was a person in a suit. Think a blue blazer with a red tie, the stereotypical businessman suit. That's what that looked like to me back there. But anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about calling the analog horror series the Divinity Project and having it take place in a laboratory that was trying to create a godlike being, but something went wrong and the godlike being got split among 7 individuals, and they're all flawed immortals. Basically, they're immortal, but they can't die a normal way. They have to they pretty much have to suffer a severe bodily trauma, say getting their head ripped off. And each time that happens, they end up just not doing so good. So yeah, there's that. We also will be trying to find a way to build the map. Like, it will be entirely hand built. Like, it will be a unique map. I'm still working out the layout, but so far I got the starting area done. I just need, like, a way to build, like, the rest of it. By the way, the outside world will not be noticed. Like, you can't view the outside world. And I believe, like, the main, like, chamber, like, the courtyard area, will be, like, where the core of, like, this lab is. Like, the main power source. Which will be interesting to see. Because, A, it's not exactly something you would want to see all the time. But it would be very interesting. Because it's essentially just a giant matrix. That's what I'm thinking of making the core of the lab facility anyway. But anyway, back to the game. By the way, you can also find this on mcpel.com. I will link it down in the description for you. So if you guys want to go play it, you can go down to the description and download it. So, there you go. Let's see. Okay. There is water. And I hate cobwebs. Like, they slow you down so much. Like, if you had weaving, it wouldn't slow you down as much, but it would still be a pain. Like, cobwebs are just freaking annoying. And I know that door is locked on my right. So, I'm gonna try and avoid the cobwebs as much as I can. By going underwater. And I hate the cobwebs. I can probably reach the door from here. Yep. I can reach the door from here. And there we go. We are out. And I'm never going back in there. And I don't need to. Freaking... Hi! That is the monster! I closed the door instinctually so he didn't get through, but... From the looks of it, that's the, bio whatever. Basically, the name of the, monster is in the description as well as the start of this video. So, I will also try and brighten up the dark parts for you guys, because I know there's a few dark areas that I can barely see in. So I will try to reduce the shadows a bit. Like, enough to, like, so you can see better, but still not exactly ruin the video. So far, I am just finding this out. Okay. I left a little bit on top just in case anything broke through or was like a warden-sized entity. So I could just run away and escape. So far, nothing. I don't know if there's a command block there. It's so weird. This is one part where it's dark and I can barely see anything. So yeah, I will actually be reducing the shadows a bit so you guys could see better. And maybe slightly upping the brightness. I have no idea what that's for. I think it's just decoration. So far we've seen the monster like once. And it's not exactly attacking us. Though I did see that it said the monster always watches or something. Or something is always observing. Which is kind of creepy, like, it's always watching, it's always observing. Okay, so what is it? Is it a person that's been, like, augmented? And I fell through the thing again. There we go. We fell through again. I will try to, let this play out, but, yeah. So far, this entire thing has been freaking glitchy as all heck. So if you guys want to, like, see more of this, let me know. I'm not exactly sure how long I'll be playing this. It might be an extra long video today, it might not. But, whatever. I'm not exactly paying attention to the thing right now, because this is actually a pretty interesting story. Because, A, what is a Beo whatever, or whatever it was called. Okay. We got some more stuff. Not exactly what this stuff is used for, but I'm taking it just in case. By the way, this is a single player map, so yeah, you can kind of see where that might be going. What is happening? It is dark as all hell. Sorry for my language, but that is that's how dark it is. Like, it is incredibly dark here. So yeah. If you guys notice how dark it is, it's fine. I'll be upping the brightness and reducing the shadows a bit, so be wary of that. By the way, the way I reduce and up brightness is I go by, like, how clear it is, like how better, like, visibility do I have when in darkness. But I also, when I do that, I have to basically up the contrast and saturation a bit, because brightness reduces, like, certain things on a video. It can reduce the quality. So basically it's do something in moderation kind of thing. And keep in mind, I use CapCut when I do these videos, and I've been using CapCut for a while, so I've gotten pretty handy with it. Sorry, I had a hair on my mouth. But yeah, I've gotten pretty used to using CapCut, because A, it is incredibly useful and incredibly versatile. Once you get used to it, it's actually really good, in my opinion. But if you want, there's other, like, things in Hulu. There is not much here, to be honest, or at least there's not many people. What was the purpose of this lab, is what I'm wondering. Like, what were they doing? What were they researching exactly? Like, what were they hoping to accomplish by doing all these experiments? Because from what it looks like, what they accomplished was they created a monster. And if so, that is incredibly strange. By the way, you may not get this, but I basically don't spoil the videos for myself, so I don't end up ruining the immersion a little. And this is an incredibly weird area to be in. There's nothing there, so. But yeah. So far, we have made great progress in this video. we have seen the monster. We have not been attacked by the monster, which is good. And coincides with what the signs have been saying, is that the monster always observes. So that means it's always watching me. It knows what I'm doing and where I'm at. And can approach me at any point. But what does it want? Like, does it want anything? Does it just want to watch me? Or is it incredibly curious about me? Because from the looks of it, it killed everyone here. It killed all the scientists here. So, something tells me it might not have the best intentions. But something also tells me, because of the signs, that this isn't exactly a homicidal monster. Like, it's not exactly, I would say, animalistic. It's more of a reasonable person. Which tells me that I might be able to reason with it. And if I can reason with something, that's incredibly good. That means I have a likelihood of surviving this. I also think that person around the other side of that door might have been just trying to watch me and see what I was doing. If so, that monster is a giant cuck. Yes, I called it a cuck. Don't blame me. I called a monster a cuck. That's on you. Also, we seem to have found where the lights are. So that's good. We found where the lights were. The monster must have moved them all here. For what purpose? I don't know. But from the looks of it, he was trying to remove the lights from basically the entirety of the facility. And if so, why? What's the point of removing lights from an entire place? Okay, so not much on that side, and I don't think I can break that either. Because from the looks of it, this can only break glass. It can break all forms of glass, but it can only break glass. Which is that's not exactly useful. Because that means I'm pretty much stuck in here. Yeah, it can break pretty much any form of stained glass. So, keep an eye out for stained glass. We might be able to break it. But I still want to know, what's the deal with the monster? Why is it observing people? Because that makes no sense. Like, you want to kill people, obviously, because you killed everyone in this entire place because we saw the head earlier. That implies they died. That person died. And not to mention, there's a lot of blood here. Enough for someone to at least die, or at least a few people. So, very clearly, the monster killed the scientists here. But is it still bloodthirsty, is what I'm hoping to find out. Because so far, it has not demonstrated any bloodthirsty nature. Like, it hasn't tried to grab me or anything. It's mainly just been observing and running away. And that's fine. That's incredibly fine, but I at least want a purpose to why it's doing that, and I had no hair on my mouth. Sorry. But so far, it's generally fine. It's just a little creepy. So, I also don't know what these blocks are for entirely. Like, what is the blue block stuff for? Like, what is its purpose? Like, did it create the monster? Or did the monster itself create it? Like, which happened first? Which came first, the monster or the blocks? It's kind of like a chicken and the egg sort of question. Which came first? Okay, so we only have one way to go. Back up the water. Okay. I hate traversing through water. It's incredibly handy that we have potion effects and can deal with it, but traveling up water is incredibly annoying. I'm just glad no one's here to like block the water so I can't get up. So, what is all this? So far, we have been trying to find our way out of this place. We have not been able to find a way out. Okay. We got a ride in an elevator. That's fine. And that was not. We just fell about 100 stories into what looks to be a new lab? What is this place? Why is this all down here? We have to find a way out. The person on the intercom from before basically said they would help us find a way out. But I don't know who that person was. Is that person the monster? If so, why are they helping me? Do they know I'm not one of the scientists and as such doesn't want to kill me? Or is this like the last remnants of what the monster was? Like, okay, I'm sane right now, and this person needs to find a way out. But if I go insane again, it might not do much. And that is the first time this monster has hurt me, was giving me wither. The first time. Which, is interesting. But is this also why that person was trying to help me? Because they didn't want to see me come down here and end up dead? Also, why am I doing a story on... Like, my character is supposed to be like a news reporter or something? Why am I doing a story where people died? Exactly? Shouldn't this be the job of a forensic photographer? Or whatever you call it? Not me? Unless I am the forensic photographer. And if so, I'm screwed! Because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's see. Okay. Is that a block again? What is that block? What is the purpose of it? It looks weird, sure, but what's the purpose? Okay. Found a phone, so ringing. So Okay, so we found a phone and... Okay. We managed to call someone. That's interesting. But the line went dead. Something tells me that monster doesn't want us getting out. And whoever is the person trying to help us might be the last remnants of sanity this monster has. Okay. Got this. Got an axe. Now we can get out of here. So far, what I saw on this was this thing could break fences. I know where there are fences. I just gotta make it back there. Okay, this is one spot. Where's the next? I believe it's at the top of the stairs. So let's make our way back there and see if we can't break the fence on top. Okay. Here we go. We got in. Okay. Progress is being made. So far, we have made significant progress. And we have found even more fences. Okay. Let's go this way. But, we got a phone here, and it seems to not be doing anything. I think the monster took out the cell service. If so, that's incredibly bad. Because now we can't call anyone for help. So we need to find a way out on our own. Luckily, I have an axe. And I can swing it. We can cue the Psycho Girl song. I believe it's called like I Swing My Axe or something like that. And when I was a kid, I thought it was like sweet, like she said I swing my ass, because axe and ass sound so similar, especially when you have the same accent as Psycho Girl. By the way, everyone has an accent. It is fine. It is completely normal. There is a whole host of different accents. Like, for instance, I have an accent, everyone does. It's just some people are so used to hearing their accent is they think that's normal. Which I found interesting, because A, you don't normally hear other people, but A, there is a clear difference between my accent and someone from the deep south. So yeah. And currently, I am trying to see, because it said run. So I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to be running to. Unless we're very close to the exit. Which, if so, yay. Also, I think the monster's in the vent still. Okay, there's nothing in there. I don't know where to go. Like, there's no clear signs of where to go. Because if we just keep following every path, we're just gonna end up lost. That's the way back, so this must be a way forward. Okay. Let's see. This must be something. Basically, the door needs a key. So, I'm guessing this leads to a key. And if it does, that's good. Because we need the key. And I kind of don't want to just end it here. I want to actually get out. which is good. So far, it is going swimmingly. And I say that with all the puns intended. I hate having to travel up back the water, or travel up the water again. Because A, it is tedious, and it's so slow. Like, at least put something in here, like, have it so, like, once you get the item, it then triggers the water to go in reverse or something. Like, just weirdly. Or, like, something happens and, like, it's easier to go up. But me doing this is not exactly fun. Like, me traveling up that water is not fun. And we are free. Seems to be the outside. Let's go. And there we go. We seem to have made it out. By God, I fucking went for 30 something minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's going to be an extra long one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you all later. See you all next video, I guess. Bye!